Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to TechNodeFirmaCraft. So, good news. We finally got both our apple oak and silver birch tree to grow. But at last check, there has not been any pollination of the trees yet. So I don't know if we need to get our bees upgraded a little more before they will pollinate, or if it's just a random chance and we just haven't had that chance happen yet. But, to start out with today, one thing that we have definitely been running into a problem with is storage. So obviously a better barrel only holds half of what it would normally hold just because of the way that TechNodeFirmaCraft is. So I really want to upgrade a couple of these better barrels. This one for sure, because I've been cutting down a lot of the oak and birch trees, and yeah, we have charcoal backing up in here. I guess I just filled the furnaces a second ago, and so right now it's not backed up into the hoppers, but we're going to make some upgrades. So the first thing that I want to do is make a couple of these structural Mark 1 upgrades. So these will give us one extra spot on our barrels, which doubles their storage capacity. Then we're going to make some of these storage upgrades, which are essentially the equivalent of a better barrel worth of storage for every one. So that takes a steel hammer, regular steel, black steel, red steel, or blue steel, I believe. So then a better barrel and a piston or a sticky piston. Now I happen to have these sticky pistons laying around, so I just went ahead and used them. And of course, the better barrel is just some logs around some chests with a steel or better saw. Actually, wrought iron or better. So we're going to go ahead and make these 7 here, and then we are going to go to the next level as well, which adds 3 storage spots. So we need to grab 2 gold, and we're going to place these in here. We'll get one of those. Of course, we're out of fences. And then we'll go ahead and put these pine fences in their place and grab another one of those. Now we're going to go up to the iron upgrade. So same thing again. We'll grab 2 iron ingots. And there we go. So now we can really upgrade these barrels. Now, in order to go to the higher tier upgrades, of course, you have to put the lower tier on first. So you shift right click. Not enough slots for this upgrade. Oh my gosh, did they make it to where you can't upgrade? Oh, well, that was a waste of resources. Darn it. Is there something that I'm missing? Doesn't look like it. Well, that stinks. Oh, well, no, there we go. Okay. I must have been using the wrong thing. Okay, so once we get the storage, or the structural 1 on, then we can put it on 2, and then 3. Now we have 7 upgrade slots, and we can see that here on the side. And then we can go ahead and place all 7 of these storage upgrades on here if we want to. And now we have room for 16,384 items instead of the 2,048 that we could hold before. So, yeah, that is great. I am so happy about that. I was really worried there for a little bit. So, unfortunately, it's going to take me a little while to move all of this charcoal over here, but I wanted to make sure that there was some room. So now the next thing is, I was kind of messing around with these forestry machines at the end of the last episode, and I started experimenting with some different setups here. And the first thing that I started experimenting with was using these basic mechanical pipes to move my liquids around. So we are using this mechanical pipe to pull our biomass out of this fermenter and put it into the still, and then we're using this one to pull the ethanol out of the still and put it into these mechanism tanks. The mechanism tanks. So that is the next thing. I had been sitting there messing around with wax capsules and worried about making sure that I used the appropriate number of apples on fruit juice and things like that. That's not necessary. We can put a portable tank in here and it will fill the internal tank of the machine. We can also come over here and put a portable tank in the still or the squeezer, and it will automatically put all of the stuff that would normally go into the internal tank into the mechanism tank. That was an impressive thing to find out. So I greatly improved my ability to do this stuff. Right now I am just using deionized water in here because, well, we've run out of honey. I do have some apples to crush, but yeah, we have so many saplings most of the time that I don't have to worry about it. And I'm quick going to throw this water tank in here, and then we're going to take these apples, toss those in here, and we'll put this tank in, and you'll see that now it shows 60 millibuckets of fruit juice, and this will keep the internal tank empty on this thing. And then also we have some honeycombs here that I'm going to toss in here. We have a whole bunch of honey drops. So, yep, that was a couple of things that I found out. And also, I think I'm going to apply the rest of these structural upgrades to this barrel, and I will plan on making 7 more of the storage upgrades so that we can store our birchwood here. So, yep, that. And I might need to make a few for the wax as well, because as you can see, we're getting wax beyond what we can store. So, yep, that's where I'm at right now. I've just been cutting down these trees and waiting for some breeding to happen here. And I guess my bees are still busy. Now, I originally had a Forestry queen and drone here, and I didn't know if maybe they just weren't capable of breeding these trees, so I went up to the cultivated, and I still really don't see any difference on these trees. So you're supposed to be able to see little spots on the leaves when they have been changed, and I don't see them anywhere. So I'm probably just going to have to wait for that. Hopefully it will happen sometime here soon. Hopefully that hasn't been disabled. But I'm going to go ahead and just keep cutting some of these trees for a while and messing around with getting the ethanol and seed oil done. You know, things like that. And I will be back in a little bit. So I was looking through NEI, and I happened to come across something that I am really wanting to find out what it's about. And that is this electric refrigerated chest. Now this is just, I believe, a rename of the electric chest from Mechanism. But one thing about it, if we go Shift M, it says a portable 54-slot chest that uses energy to lock itself from others by means of a password protection. Well, we're not really too worried about that, but a 54-slot chest. Now that is really impressive. Now, the recipe on that thing is not exactly simple. We need a red steel double sheet, a blue steel double sheet, and 3 black steel double sheets, as well as an ultimate control circuit, some glass, and a couple of chests. So, to that end, I am currently heating up some stuff here. And yes, I know, I was thinking wrong here. This is only enough for 1 single sheet, so we're not going to be able to make any of these double sheets right now. But, we do have the great majority of our stuff ready to go, and I am making more black steel right now. So I'm kind of looking forward to trying this thing out, and I'm hoping that we can actually make it work. So I am going to get the remainder of this stuff together, which I already have the control circuit, and the other stuff. We're just waiting on all of the double steel sheets. So I'm going to get all that gathered together, and then we will see how that thing works. Well, I've got everything together, and here we go. Electric refrigerated chest. So we're going to plop this thing down here somewhere and see what happens. And actually, I think we'll just go ahead and place it right up against this energy cube. Will that not give power? Okay. Oh, can we not pick this up? Oh no. Let's try the configurator. Can't hardly believe that this would do it, but let's try it. No. Oh no. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and give it some power then, I guess. There we go. Now we've got some power. I don't want a password. So, I am kind of curious what this is going to do with food. So, we have... let's just take this. Soybean. So we're going to take this soybean and put it into that chest and just see what happens with it. So we have no decay on it right now, and I just kind of want to see what's going to happen. We can just drop an energy cube into that thing, but it's supposed to be portable. How are we supposed to pick it up? It's possible we need to use a pickaxe, and actually all of my good pickaxes are up in my little basement area. But yeah, I'm gonna let that just sit here and see if that stuff decays, or if it's going to actually keep food from decaying. That would be awesome. So I have been waiting for quite some time for these trees to cross-pollinate, and we're still not getting any luck. So I don't know what is going on here. The bees are working, they're doing their job. This should work. And actually, earlier I did have these trees cross-pollinate. And somewhere around here, might have been in this chest, no, but somewhere I had a birch, silver birch, apple oak hybrid. But for some reason I can't get these stupid things to work. So, I don't know, maybe weakness. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay. But I don't know if maybe the graphic just doesn't show or what. I mean, we could possibly just try breaking these leaves and see if we get something, but this grafter only has like 3 or 4 uses. I don't know. It's not much. So, we got a sapling. We'll go ahead and use our trailizer and just see. So this is still just a silver birch. We could try one of the apple oak tree leaves. I doubt it. It's still just apple oak, so I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me why this isn't working, because I'm pretty sure that I had a sapling before. But I need to get some food. I'll do a little thinking about what we can do next, and hopefully these trees will just breed in time. So sometime back I had figured out that standard vanilla cobblestone generators work in TechNodeFirmaCraft. So as I was looking deeper through NEI and through the list of machines that Mechanism has available, I came across this bin. And I think this is something similar to a cache from thermal expansion, or possibly even a deep storage. So I want to make one of these, but it takes 8 Minecraft cobblestone. Now the problem with this stuff is it doesn't stack. But we do have 8 of them here, and we have our basic control circuit. So once we have this cobblestone generator set up, this is not very bad to do. The only trouble is Minecraft cobblestone takes forever to mine. So there we go. A bin. Now I would imagine this thing does not need power, so I'm going to set it down right here and we're just going to look at it here. Oh, and by the way, I did determine that we can move this electric refrigerated chest, but we do need a pickaxe. So this red steel pickaxe broke it very quickly. So if you make that, you do need a pickaxe to pick it up. So we can put our pickaxe in there. Let's try grabbing a little bit of this stuff and just see. So, okay, so I wonder how much we can put in here. Well, let's try something here. So we're going to take a hopper and just see, can we put this stuff into this thing? So I don't know if it'll go in from the side. Doesn't really look like it. No. So let's try it from the top. Yes, that is definitely going in. So that will work for storage, but I don't know how much this thing is going to hold. So I suppose what I'll do, I'll just put a whole bunch of hoppers up here, fill them all up with... Where did my other hopper go? Oh, right there. But I'm going to fill them all up with charcoal, and we'll just see how much this thing can hold. But yeah, it might be a viable option to our better barrels. So I'm going to check that out, and I will be back. Well, I think I found what I want to be using for storage. We have 3,471 charcoal in this thing right now. That's all the charcoal that I have, short of the stuff that's in the furnaces. So, yeah, I would imagine these things will hold at least like 9,999 items. And for their price, that is impressive. So I'm probably going to make a few of these, and I can guarantee that the mechanism pipes will interact with these things. So we may have to start looking at some of these. The logistic pipes, I think these are the ones that we want. So we have the mechanical pipes that work with liquids, the pressurized tubes for gases, the universal cable, which does power, and I'm pretty sure that these are for items. So yeah, I think I'm going to try making up some of these. I mean, they're not overly expensive, but let's just see what the higher tier ones cost. So that's just some basic logistical transporters with another enriched alloy. That's not bad. So the elite ones take a reinforced alloy, which this unfortunately starts getting expensive because we're getting into diamond. And then the ultimate, the atomic alloy. Not that big of a deal. Now we also have the restrictive transporter, which I would imagine will kind of slow items down and force them to go into different locations, which is just iron bars and steel ingots. Wow. And then the diversion transporter, I wonder what that one does. I'll bet if we apply a redstone signal to that, it will switch kind of like a Minecraft rail, or a Railcraft rail, or Minecraft rail for that matter. So let's just take a look here. It looks like we have no decay on this stuff. Wow. That is great. So the bunch berries, berries usually decay pretty fast. It's been a couple of days since I put them in there. So I think we've found some really good stuff here, guys. We got this chest here that seems to negate food decay. And, something that we could try. because sandwiches decay, and we're at 0.07 on that. We're going to put a sandwich in there and just kind of keep an eye on it. So that would be pretty cool if we could put prepared sandwiches in this and they didn't decay. Because something that I am wanting to get into here soon is pneumatic craft. And pneumatic craft has something called an aerial interface. And this thing, pressurized chamber window, or a pressurized chamber wall, an advanced pressure tube, some ender pearls, a hammer, and a hopper. But what this thing is capable of doing with air pressure, it can keep or fill or retrieve items from your inventory. Which means we could have one of these chests full of sandwiches and then set up this interface to keep one of them on us all the time. Now that would be pretty cool. So yep, I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm probably going to cut some more trees so that we can make some more charcoal and just see. I would love to know how much this thing will hold. But also I'm going to make one for my dirt. Because we've got barrels of dirt all over the place. I think, well, we had one there. I know we've got one over here. Right there. There's one over there by the forestry nook. They're kind of scattered all over the place. And I've been leaving dirt behind even. So, yep, I'm going to make another one of those. I am going to try to get a little bit more charcoal so that we can see how much these things can hold. And also, I'm going to keep an eye on that sandwich in the refrigerator. So, I'm going to do all that stuff and I'll be back in a little while. Ugh, so slow. So, the more that I use these mechanism bins, the more I realize how awesome and how much of a game changer they are. So I have one of them set up out here where I've been cutting logs, and this is absolutely amazing. First off, they behave very similar to a better barrel in the fact that you can double right click on them and deposit all of the items from your inventory into the bin. Now, in order to do that, you have to do it with some item. So if we take this oak wood and put it in here, and now we can sit here and right click on this thing all day long and it won't do anything. But if we double right click on it with our axe, we get a little bit of a lag spike and then all of the items go in. So that's great. Now the next thing that makes these things just absolutely awesome is we can pick them up and they hold the inventory. The better barrels, when they get broken, they spill everything out. These guys, nope. So, yep, we can pick them up and move them around. So the next time that I go on a journey for mining or something like that, I'm going to be taking a couple of these with me for cobblestone and things like that. And yeah, that is going to make it just perfect. So the next thing that I do have to give you guys an update on is I kind of tried to increase the possibility of these trees to crossbreed. So I laid out some more of the apiaries here. I just kind of moved them over from over there. And I planted 2 more trees. So we've got 2 birch, 2 apple oak, and I think 6 hives. Yeah, 6 apiaries. And I'm hoping that will speed things along, but as of yet, I haven't seen anything. So I'll just have to keep an eye on that. Now, finally, I was kind of keeping an eye on the refrigerated chest, and there still has been absolutely no decay of the food that I put into that refrigerated chest. So that is just absolutely perfect. I couldn't ask for a better thing to use for food storage. So, yep, I'm going to run down here. We're going to replace one of the better barrels that I have up here for the logs. And that went right down into the furnace. We're going to replace this better barrel with this bin. Now, these things don't face upward, unfortunately. But, yeah, we can pull out of them, and that will feed this furnace. And I think what I may do is also replace these hoppers with those logistics pipes. And actually, let's just do that real quick. So the logistics pipe, we'll go ahead and make one of these. So we need 2 steel ingots and a basic control circuit. So let's grab a basic control circuit and 2 steel ingots. And then we're going to upgrade these guys right away too. So we'll grab the enriched alloy. So we put the basic control circuit here, and I guess I could have done this in my own inventory. Whoops, what am I doing? Okay, so that makes the logistics pipes and the basic ones, and then we'll upgrade them once to the advanced, and this will move 2 meters per second. I don't know what that's showing for sure. But so then I will come over here, we'll break out these guys, which unfortunately we just had a whole bunch of junk fall on the ground. And now we should be able to do this, and we'll remove that. And now we need our configurator so that we can set this to pull. And there we go. And actually it looked like it did a whole stack. Oh man, now that is perfect. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing down here. So we're going to take those out, and then we're going to put these down here as well. We'll set these guys to pull as well. And then I am going to take my charcoal bin that I've got right here, and I'm going to set it right here on this side. And, oh, it has to go in the top. Darn it. Well, you live and you learn. So we may have to consider rearranging this stuff a little. But if we're going to be using logistics pipes now, we have a greater ability to move items around. So we don't have to have that bin up there on top. We can run stuff from down low, up high, and over the top. So that's something that I will have to consider looking at. I'm not sure how we're going to go about doing it, but yeah, that'll give us something else to work with. And also, I did break a whole bunch more of this cobblestone. We got a full barrel of it here. Yes, because it can't stack, we can only fit 32 of them. Kind of sucks, but that's the way that it works. So we're going to make one more of these bins real quick, simply because I want to get back to cutting some trees. And, yeah, that will be able to be swapped back and forth so that I don't have to worry about whatever... Oh, what am I... The furnace shutting down. But, I think I'm going to have to take a look at the length of the episode, see how things are going, and, yeah, we found some great storage. So I will be back in just a little bit. Well, this is still going to take a little bit of work, but to make things a little simpler, I went ahead and grabbed a new inventory manager from Steve's Factory Manager, just put in a whole bunch of commands here, and this automatically puts logs in the furnaces, puts in fuel for charcoal, and then pulls the charcoal back out. And what on earth is going on with my charcoal? Where is it all going? Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's specify amount 1. Yes. Where the heck is all my charcoal? It just vanished. I don't know. because there's nowhere else for it to put it. I don't know. That's scary. I don't know what was happening to it. I lost a lot of charcoal there. I had over 3,000. Well, that kind of stinks. Here, I thought this was doing a good job. No, not really. So we may have to reduce the trigger on this thing to an interval of like, I don't know. Let's try about 20 seconds and just see. I'm not sure what the length one of these charcoal will last is, but yeah, we can't be throwing it away. But anyway, we are out of time. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and let me know. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!